Hi everybody. March is Brain Damage Awareness Month. And one of the things that I have learned through Jeffrey's story, my son's story, is that number one, things that we don't know. 2.8 million people in the United States every year suffer a type of brain damage. And another thing is that 5.3 million people lived with brain damage in the USA. As well, every 9 seconds, somebody suffers a brain damage in the USA. This can be a concussion. Also, sometimes we think about brain damage like something terrible or severe, like we saw in the case of my son Jeffrey, but not necessary. It can be, can happen also in minor levels, like playing football, driving a car and having an accident, losing hearing, by the way, competing in like jiu-jitsu. There's just stopping the car suddenly and the freeway or something that you hit your head on the window. You fall in the house. I met somebody that literally, this is the most crazy thing. He worked as a chef in a restaurant, and in the kitchen of the restaurant, he just slipped and fell backward and hit his head on the back. And he had a serious situation with the brain. Now, what I want to give to everybody as a hope, because this is so important for us to know. The brain is an incredible organ, and the brain recovers itself depending how many lobes the damage or the concussion or the stroke has affected. It will take to maybe recover. But there is something called neuroplasticity, and this is amazing because we have 87 billion neurons in our brain. However, we can lose in a stroke, imagine 2 millions. However, those neurons that we lose, they have abilities to, they get damaged, all right? So sometimes they can grow back their tail and reconnect. Again, other time, the heads of a neuron is like a little star. Sometimes each corner of that star can connect to other neurons, and they can become super neurons. Also, if the little head of the neuron lost per se his tail, what that is, can connect to another neuron little tail. As many ways these happen in a way that is, you have to do many repetitions. So these are exercises that you do in repetition, thousands of repetitions. Sometimes has to be 10,000 of repetitions to learn something new. There's times that the brain is so affected that you won't move one area, one limb of your body. And literally, you have to start moving it yourself. You back up, doing it, you move your arm, you do it. So many times you put electrodes in your muscles, the muscles that are to send back the signal in your brain. The brain is an amazing organ. Please don't give up if you have received a brain injury, because you can recover. We need to be have empathy with people with brain injury. This is something that we can do in society. Have empathy with those with brain injury. Thank you.